Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. This one is a community cast sent in by Hero of Rome, who's been on the channel before. He plays a lot of Empire. He's very good with the Empire. He was playing them even in the patches where they were just useless, and he was getting results. Yeah, he knows his Empire pretty damn well. So he's against Tomb Kings here, and the Tomb Kings are actually being led by Sakama of Total Brohammer. So it should be a good fight, right? So, straight away, you know, Celestial Wizard. You don't often see him, which I think is great. This is such a cool pick. Because frankly, you see his spells down at the bottom. He's got Curse of the Midnight Wind, which lowers armor. Brilliant against Tomb Kings, and also Wind Blast, which will shred through a lot of cheap fodder very quickly. So I really like that pick. Usually you see a Bright Wizard, you know, to take advantage of the weakness to fire that a lot of Lords and Heroes have got. But honestly, I love this pick. I think it's really cool. So also you see Silver Bullets and Handgunners, a load of Spearmen here, so with Silver Chevron. So one there, one there, one there, and one there. And also, 3 lots of great swords in the back. These guys will be a pretty damn good match for any of the Tomb King's infantry. So they'll do really nicely. Also, the armor piercing will help if they end up, you know, kind of having to join the fight against constructs. You know, they'll do their best. Bless them. So, also in the back, you see Demigryph Knights with Halberds, and over here, the Royal Altdorf Griffites. So, I like it. I like it. This is cool. This is interesting. You know, got some cav, got a good spread of infantry. Hammer of the Witch is here as well for a real good punch. Celestial Wizard, never see him. And also, the General of the Empire, who's he's pretty good in general. That was a joke. No need to laugh. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So, General of the Empire, I mean, he's kind of all you need here, really. I mean, he's very maneuverable. He can get where he needs to go. And a load of armor piercing. So, you know, I mean, what is it? Yeah, 290 armor piercing. Charge bonus of 70. He's going to get a lot of good damage in. So, yeah, he jumps down and attacks somebody. They're going to take some hurt. And he can get away pretty easily. So, I like that. I like that. You never see him. So, very cool. Also here, what's happening? Why is this all backwards? It looks like they're trying to receive an enemy over here, not over here. But great bows are so common in this matchup. So, yeah, put all your greatsword to the back until you know it's safe and you need to advance. You know, get involved in the front line. I like this. Have all the ranged stuff in front. Deal with the threats. And then bring your units in when need be. I think that's a great tactic, and I don't know why I don't see that more often, but it does the job, right? It's pretty damn cool. So, Sakama, Carrion in each corner here, also one over here. Carrion are just a great solution for dealing with any of the guns, and frankly, yeah, the guns are going to be what's going to be doing most of the damage in most Empire builds, so you want to pin them down with something. So, also, a Tomb Scorpion. Tomb Scorpions, I've been hearing a lot about them being a bit overpowered, and I don't know, I just don't see it, honestly. I find they're quite squishy. I mean, they've only got 95 armor, which isn't a huge amount for a construct, but they can get taken out pretty quickly. You know, any guns or anything, goon them with a couple Lords and Heroes, you can take them out very fast. But I guess just because if they can make it to the front line, they spend so much time underground during their attack animations, they're an absolute nightmare to deal with. So they're very, very annoying, but I don't know. I think they're a really cool place, you know. If they're used well, they can do a lot. If they're not used well, then they won't, I guess. So, it's kind of cool. You just need to have stuff to deal with them. And it's usually the same stuff that you deal with people like Cetra here. Cetra's on a horse, which I think is a good move. Nice and maneuverable, you know, not as big a target for artillery. And still got the anti-large, load of armor piercing. He's still going to be pretty useful, you know, dueling lords and things. Obviously, a load of great spells to choose from. So, you know, Cetra's pretty great. Also, we got the Sphinx of Usekf. This guy's going to be an absolute nightmare. That anti-large is terrifying. He's going to be a big target because he's going to do a lot of damage to lords and heroes and any cavalry. Very deadly. Although the fire and the magic damage doesn't really help much in this matchup, to be honest. Might even be a bit of a hindrance if there's Knights of the Blazing Sun on the field. Yeah, but still, he's got better combat stats, so might as well. So, also, a load of Skelton Spearmen dotted around. Also, the King Nakesh's Scorpion Legion. I love any Spearman with poison. I think it's just fantastic. I love them. So much utility. And also, a load of Tomb Guard with Halberds. The Kepra Guard as well, so, you know, regenerating Tomb Guard. So, pretty cool. And, yeah, that's that. So, let's speed things up. Straight away, Carrion coming in. Real nuisance here. Yeah, this is tough. There's not a lot here to deal with the Carrion. I mean, there's the, you know, the Altdorf Griffites and the other cow over there, but they need to get in here and stop this quickly. The front line is getting close, and they're going to get bogged down. They're not about to flee behind the front line, which is kind of the back line right now. This stuff needs to move up quickly, and nothing else can really retreat because it's bogged down by Carrion. So slight miscalculation here, I think, having the Demigryph Knights so far back. He needed to get these guys involved quickly to quickly shut down the Carrion and move on with his life. So this is risky here. I mean, look at this. Hammer of the Witch is being damaged. This is a bit of a misstep to begin with. It's rough. So over here, Spearmen are trying to deal with the Tomb Scorpion. Fine, you know, that's fine for the Empire here. Tomb Scorpion will waste his time fighting Spearmen for a bit. And here, the Altdorf Gryphites are trying to get here onto Cetra, which is... It's not going to be great for Cetra, honestly, but look at all this backup on its way. You know, the Sphinx of Usek, which has taken a bit of damage on Hammer of the Witches. Also, King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion nearby. This is a lot of scary stuff, you know, so if Cetra runs into this blob, he's going to have a lot more backup. But it looks like the Altdorf Gryphites are actually just changed their mind. So now all the Greatswords have got involved here, and actually, Kepragard are really suffering, which is nice to see. Well, for the Empire at least. And here, Demigryph Knights, they're busy trying to shut the things down, but, you know, Silver Bullets and Handgunners taking a bit of damage. But they're starting to fire in, trying to keep off all these Carrion. They are such a nightmare. You really just want to finish them off quickly. So, once again, these Demigryph Knights need to move, but I think he's busy over here microing, because as you can see, his general's in this fight as well now. And, yeah, that Necrosphinx is going to be pretty scary. You do not want to be getting messed up in here. The Altdorf Gryphites, they're taking a ton of damage from the Scorpion Legion. Everything's getting poisoned. This is bad. This is really rather iffy. But it's a bit of a Hail Mary, which is an American term, which means risky move, I guess. Anyway, this Necrosphinx is really damaged. He almost got it. And that's good to take out early, you know. So, you know, things are going okay. The front line is actually going very well. The Greatswords are dealing with all this infantry pretty well, but there is the odd gap. Things are able to slip through, because it's just a much wider Tomb King line. And unfortunately, once again, the Silver Bullets are wrapped up, but the Cav are coming to the rescue, and that is good. You really want these cavalry working overtime just to clear out all this nuisance stuff. Because, I mean, look at this. It doesn't take much to finish them. I mean, look at this. They're getting completely murdered to pieces. Both crumbling now, so just a nice Cav charge will finish this stuff off. So that's kind of what you needed to do earlier, I think. You know, you can't have this stuff pestering your handgunners, because your handgunners need to be here getting all the kills. So I think these handgunners are actually making a play... Oh, nope, just shooting to the Spearmen for now. But I think they will be shooting the Tomb Scorpion soon. Fortunately, the Demigryphs over here and the General of the Empire are both having to make a retreat by the looks of it. You know, the Necrosphinx almost gone, but I think this is enough, honestly. Get out of this fight. Let the Spearmen try and bog some of this stuff down a bit. I think you just need to get out of here. You don't want to lose your Gryphites this quickly. I know this is valuable, the Sphinx, but yeah, I mean, you can just shoot it with a couple of guns. The gunners are online again now. They can just get a couple of volleys and take this stuff out. But rather good for Sakama here, because he's got a load of stuff busy over here, a lot of expensive units. That are relatively safe and, you know, trading fairly cost efficiently. His front line is getting murdered, but it is triggering the heals, and it will give him that Ushabti summon soon. Oh, speak of the devil. Here we go. So, this is dangerous. So now, the stuff that you really need the handgunners to be killing is busy being murdered, which, you know, that's the best way to busy something, I think. Yeah, they stay busy for a long time when they're dead. So, yeah, this is dangerous. This is definitely dangerous. These handgunners are really sorely needed, because now, yeah, this Necrosphinx is super damaged, but also, there's not a lot here to damage it, except, I guess, these Gryphites. But one unit's gone already. But the other Demigryph Knights should help here. But, I mean, this is still scary. I think Sakama could have split up the attention a little bit here, rather than going straight for the Demigryph Knights. But look how much damage they've taken, just from, you know, a couple of hits. That's scary. So, not bad. It would have been taken out by handgunners if the Ushabti summon hadn't come in. So, pretty damn good. But, General of the Empire, injured, but he's still going. He's still going. Obviously no Potion of Toughness. Who remembers the Potion of Toughness? God, that was brilliant. There's a healing potion, essentially, guys. In ages ago, patch, all of the Empire Lords and Heroes had just healing potions. It was ridiculous. It was so hard to kill them. I think that's before Law of Life was introduced. So yeah, a long time ago. Anyway. So, handgunners are back online. Hammer of the Witches, well, I mean, their guns are over here somewhere. There they are, I think. So, they need to do something. And we'll see, they will actually retreat into the trees, I think, at one point. Just to try and keep out of the line of fire. Here, though, Cetra is getting pretty damaged. He is getting pretty damaged indeed. These Demigryph Knights are very good for dealing with someone like Cetra. So that's nice. Unfortunately, though, the Ushabti are still chasing down these handgunners. And he needs to stop them. So, yeah, this is looking a bit iffy. Bit iffy indeed. So here you can see General of the Empire, he's coming back. He actually fled at one point. Whoops. not ideal. And unfortunately the demigriffs are gone. And here, Tomb Scorpion is back, and like I said, you can just kill him pretty quickly with guns. But I mean, there are barely any guns left. So, suddenly, yeah, it's kind of dangerous. So yeah, it could get some pretty good value here. All these great swords are prime targets for it. So yeah, not ideal. Anyway, over here, this was quite amusing actually. So the Ushabti got finished off. They finally gave up the ghost, but these spearmen charged in to try and deal with the handgunners instead. So yeah, Hero Rome's trying his best to stop these spearmen, because these handgunners need to go. They really do if Sakama wants to win here. So anything you can do to stop those handgunners from getting taken out is great. Just like these ones. These ones, yeah, that Tomb Scorpion messed him up. So here we go. Hammer of the Witches moving around, trying to get back on the guns without drawing too much attention. And here, General of the Empire is just so injured here. It's not looking great. So more damage on the Tomb Scorpion. That's good news. Celestial Wizard. I mean, he's still a hero, right? He's still all right. He's not bad. You know, pretty good weapon strength. He can do okay, so he's helping try and deal with the Tomb Scorpion. Don't really want to be fighting one-on-one, but there's support here, you know. There's the guns that he is desperately trying to catch up to, which is basically just giving other units free shots on the Tomb Scorpion. So that's good news. And of course, if he does turn around and start eating the, you know, Celestial Wizard, which he could probably do quite well, the guns are going to be able to start shooting. And that's exactly what's happening. Over on this side, though, this is where things are getting a bit iffy. I'm pretty sure very soon, unless it happened already and I completely missed it, very soon Cetra's curse is going to go. When he gets to half health, he can trigger the curse and it does a load of damage to things nearby. And it's especially good against units like this. So big blob of infantry, and I think this could be it. I think here he's taken enough damage, he's going to charge in. So he's getting in, you know, cover of his spearmen, and here's the curse. So suddenly this stuff is taking some damage, and that is not good. That is not good for the Empire here. This was a big pocket of resistance. But, I mean, the Tomb Scorpion's been dealt with, so that's pretty great. General of the Empire managing to really just, yeah, pull out all the stops there. One hit on that guy, and he might have ended up shattering or dying or something terrible. So yeah, bold move, but it paid off. So here, unfortunately, a load of the infantry is starting to go here. So now this is pretty sneaky. He's setting up some spearmen nearby, near his cannons, and it's allowing his Hammer of the Witches to get back online. He's got a bit of cover. If infantry try and get on top of him, the spearmen will hold, at least a bit. So now, handgunners on one side, cannons on the other. This is looking very bad for Cetra indeed. And obviously he can't do anything about the General of the Empire. He's got no range to finish him off. So here, point blank cannon shot, does a ton of damage. That was like half his remaining health. And now a big charge in the rear. He can't turn around in time because he's being hit by so much stuff. And so one more hit and takes him out. And at that point, leadership is too low, army losses hits, and all this stuff starts crumbling. Fantastic. Fantastic fight. I love this. This was a really tense one. There were so many, like, little interesting quirks, you know, keeping certain units away from things that are dangerous, you know, just all these really risky moves, you know, charging in with something that's basically dead already. It was really impressive on both sides there. There's some really cool maneuvers. Both of them just trying to deny the other one the chance to get things done. It was really cool. I really enjoyed this. It was really cool. So thank you, Hero Rome, sending that in. And I want to give a shout out to Sakama. He's been playing Tomb Kings a lot lately. It's Tomb Kings week, I believe. Or it was last week. I don't know when this is going out anyway. On Total Brohammer. Great channel. If you guys want to check it out, you should, because it's very good. They've been doing sort of weekly spotlights on different factions. So it's been really cool. So you should definitely go and check that out. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.